Good morning, everybody. How's it going? Hope everyone's doing well on this Saturday. Saturday morning for me. I know it's different times for you guys, depending on where you're at in the world. Morning, Gare Bear. So, yeah, Soxy is my new AI bot, and she will interact with me as I'm talking, but will also interact with you guys in chat. I love the interaction, so that was hilarious. The little interaction between Soxy and Uncle B. So Soxy will actually listen to me as I'm talking as well. She will have information about our flight and will just give some input as we fly along. So feel free to talk to Soxy, my AI bot. Good morning, co-pilot. How are you today? Are you ready for a good flight? Let's see what she says. So we will, I probably should not do what I'm going to do today with me just starting back somewhat to flight simming. But we're going to fly the KitFox today. And I am going to embarrass the heck out of myself flying the KitFox. But it is what it is. It's been a long time since I've flown the KitFox. I did do one really short flight yesterday evening just to get a couple screenshots of my new favorite livery for the KitFox. I totally flipped the plane. I didn't even try to land. I did not even try to land, but on takeoff, I flipped the plane. So whatever. Yeah, but welcome in everybody. Time for some quick snacks. Don't forget subs. Make this flight smoother. What? All right. So, let's see here. So y'all know I've had the KitFox for quite some time. The Parallel 42 KitFox stuff. And oh yeah, so I got it through Orbix before Parallel 42 had their own online store. Well, Parallel 42 just did a huge update to the KitFox. And I was really excited about the liveries. And when I did the update, guess what? No new liveries, no new anything. So I reached out to Edson and he said, yeah, Orbix is behind. There's no estimated time when they will have all the new updates pushed through. So I uninstalled it and just bought the KitFox from Parallel 42's site so I'd have all the stuff. That's how much I believe in and love their product. So today we'll be flying one of my favorite new liveries. There's a ton of different liveries. In fact, you know what? Let me just shut up. No, I need to scroll back up to the top of chat and talk to everybody. Yes. And I told him, Quasar, I told him that, hey, that's how much I believe in you guys. I just bought it right off of your store so I could get all this stuff. And then I sent Edson screenshots of it. But y'all, when you have a developer that is so dedicated to immersion with us and um making really, really good product. I don't mind supporting them. Can't say been a busy holiday. Going to get sleep. Just wanted to say hello. No problem, Os. I appreciate you being here. Oshev888, another good friend of the community. He loves playing gel ball. Also is a fellow streamer and a firefighter in Australia. Sleep well, my friend. Really good to see you. Thank you for jumping in and saying hello. And I did see those pictures that you sent in Discord. Holy crap. Beautiful shots of some areas in Australia. So let me scroll back up to the top of chat. Welcome everyone in as they came in, and then we'll switch to the sim, and I'll show some of the liveries that Parallel 42 has recently added. So Super Typhon, welcome in. Good to see you. Super Typhon is what I call a serial supporter of all flight simmers. Almost every flight sim channel that I'm ever in, Super Typhon is there. Thank you so much, Super Typhon, for just being such an active part of the flight sim community. Truly appreciate that. So welcome in, Super Typhon. Uncle B Sim Channel, a fellow flight sim streamer, great friend of the channel and of the community, and also is a manager of my virtual airline, Parasox Air, where he does a fantastic job there, and is working on a series of the Silk Road flying through China. Anyways, awesome. I can't wait to fly that one. That will be a stream series at some point in the future. So let me give Uncle B a shout out really quick as everyone's waking up and jumping in. If you do want to fly along with us, jump on in. We're on the Southeast Asia server, and I'm currently on the ground at Seattle KSEA. So jump on in. Oshev, again, I just talked about Oshev. Let me give him a shout out really quick since he's fixing to head out and go to bed. Soxy, my AI bot, is here. Welcome in, Soxy, as well. Kev Sim Corner, a fellow streamer. Now, Kev Sim Corner streams American Truck Simulator on Facebook and on Twitch and does a fantastic job. He is very community-oriented as well, chat-oriented. You will have a blast over on Kev's channel. Let me give Kev a shout-out. Y'all go give Kev Sim Corner a shout-out. Go give him a follow. What? Oh Lord, I can't talk this morning. And then Oz Nomad. Oz was the voice of our Australian tour. I've been trying to be more active on my YouTube channel as well, and I realized that I still have 3, I think it is, streams from the Australian tour that I have not made public on there. So I'm working on thumbnails for those videos, and then I'll make those public as well. But one of these days, we'll get back to finishing the Australian tour with Oz Nomad in voice. Welcome in, Oz Nomad. Oz just got a new streaming PC set up. Killer setup. Welcome in, Oz. I saw you on the ground also, right there in the parking area, and I parked right there at you. Gare Bear, welcome in, Gare Bear. Good to see you as well. Hope you're doing well on this Saturday morning. Quasar Core also here. Welcome in, Quasar. Good to see you as well. I think so, Oz. I think it is an update, a handcrafted one from a world update. And I really, I should have thought this through, but originally I wasn't sure if I was going to do the Cessna 172 or the KitFox. I probably should have chosen more rural airports for this because there's a lot of airliners coming in and out of Seattle. In fact, probably all the airports we're going to be landing at in a bush plane are going to be major airports. So just kind of an oversight on my thought, but it's okay. We'll just irritate all the airliner people. No problem. The building was sales is called the Sydney Opera House. The bridge is the Sydney Harbor Bridge. Oh, nice. Yeah, thank you, Oshev, for sharing those. They were beautiful pictures. Yeah, oh, me too, Uncle B. I'm looking forward to flying it. All right, let's see here. Scrolling on down. Soxy is interacting with you guys. I love Soxy. Hey, ADK, what's going on, man? How are you doing? Happy Saturday to you also. Welcome in. Let me give ADK a shout out really quick. And then I'll switch to then I'll switch to the sim. 80K playing some American Truck Simulator, another streamer friend as well. So let's go to PC. I meant to fix that. I meant to make my transition the plane flying in. I've got to remember to do that. I've got so many things to remember. All right. Shoot. I can't change my livery without exiting the airport, and I don't want to do that. So, you know what? But I'm going to do it. No parks for the grandkids till after the stream. Oh my gosh, I hope so, Kev. Yeah, y'all. So my plan yesterday was to stream to finish the Oregon Trail yesterday afternoon. I got home from work, sky trucking this morning. Nice. Thank you for flying along. I got home from work yesterday at a little after 1 p.m. The house was hot, so our air conditioner had stopped working. And yesterday was probably the hottest day of the summer so far. So I called my AC guy who's a friend, and he came and got us working. But by the time he got here, I just didn't have time to stream. So I'm hoping next Friday, this coming Friday, we can finish. I'll do just a pop-up stream, and we can finish the Oregon Trail then. But today starts a new stream. This is called the Pacific Northwest Adventure. The story behind this is I said, you know what? I'm going to let ChatGPT build some flight plans for me, give me some ideas. So I kind of told it what I was looking for, and it built several really good flight plans. I tweaked them a little bit, and here we are. So today, if you'd like to fly along, we are sitting on the ground at Kilo Sierra Echo Alpha. The speed of the KitFox 2 is, my plan is to fly at about the same speed as the 172. So it's going to be around 85 to 90 knots, Kev. But yes, I hope there won't be any disturbances. That really, as concerned as I was, I don't like people interrupting my stream, if you know what I mean. So anyways, I was a little irritated about it, especially once I found out he was okay. But I'm glad he was okay. And all that. So, let's see here. So again, just like most of my flights, these are not direct twos. Okay, it's not directly from Seattle to KPDX. I can't remember what airport that is. So we and then not directly from KPDX to Eugene, Oregon. We are going to be flying out and about, doing some looking at things. So to begin with, we're going to fly out over the harbor here. Portland, there we go. Thank you. So to begin with, thank you guys. Not me not knowing where we're going. So to begin with, we're going to fly north over the harbor here at Seattle, and then we'll fly southeasterly to see Mount St. Helens. We'll do a flyby of Mount St. Helens. Then we're kind of going to follow, I think it's the Washington River. Could be wrong on that. Okay, that's the plan. Go ahead and load in if you'd like to fly along. I'm going to take a quick potty break, and then we'll get up in the air. So y'all enjoy some music, talk amongst yourselves, and y'all interact with Soxy. There you go. Get those F's in chat. Y'all interact with Soxy. She is hilarious. You can give her different personalities and stuff. I'll be right back. All right. All right. I am on the ground. Let me get the drone to zoom to my plane. Welcome in, everybody. If you'd like to fly along with us, we are on the Southeast Asia server, and we are currently on the ground at KSEA. But I did want to show this plane off. So I was telling y'all that I bought the, although I already had it through Orbix, but Orbix takes forever for updates to push through. So I am kind of an impatient person, and I love supporting developers that are worthy of support. So I did buy the new KitFox, which has a ton of updates, a lot of really cool liveries. This livery is probably my favorite of all the new ones that they've got. Once the sun comes up a little bit more, you'll be able to appreciate it a lot more. But this is a fantastic livery. But they've got some really cool ones, some that look very 90s-ish. Really, really amazing stuff. All right, let's get into the plane, and I'm going to I promise you all, I'm going to embarrass the heck out of myself today in the KitFox, because it has been well over a year since I've flown it. Planet Neutral, what's going on, my friend? How the heck are you doing, man? Good to see you. Planet Neutral, another fellow flight sim streamer, has some of the best emotes on Twitch also. Planet Neutral, you know it. I am not on live time, so right now I did kind of create my own time until the sun comes up a little bit more, because I like to see things. Oh, that's right. You got the house to yourself. I forgot about that. We give Planet Neutral a shout out. There we go. Oh, also, guys, if you are a streamer and you're interested in a trial of Soxy, that AI bot, you actually get 3 free streams just to try her out. I did 1 stream with her, and I was like, this is something I want, so I bought it. But you can type in !Soxy to get you the link. And if you do decide to buy, your first month you get a discount on your first month. I forgot how much it is, but anyways, !Soxy will get you that. Let's see here. I'll go ahead and there we go. But yeah, hit the link and at least give it a try. So I was on the Edson stream, the Sky Lounge. I was on his stream, and clicked the link, said, hey, I'm gonna try this out, and here we are. Co-pilot, you're so funny. All right, so co-pilot, you ready to fly? So co-pilot is the name that I have given Soxy. So she listens to me also. She'll listen to my mic. There. So see, I didn't have it turned on so she could hear me. So now she should be able to hear me. Yes, now she can. Co-pilot, are you ready to fly? I forgot to push the button. All right, let me jump into the plane now. Again, it's been a long time. And I've also, if you notice, I've got my X56 that I'll be flying with today. I'm flying with a stick today. Just because KitFox should be flown properly with a stick. So see how this goes. The thing about tail wheels is you really can't see where the heck you're going. All right, I'm just going to go right over here where Kev is. Co-pilot, can you prepare the cabin for takeoff? Soxy, are you even listening to me? think Soxy's ignoring me. There we go. There we go.
Cabins ready, seatbelts fastened, snacks stashed away, and emergency exits are hopefully not needed. Let's fly.
Thank you, Soxy. Snacks are the most important part of the flight. Appreciate that. Okay, is everybody ready to go? I guess.
Keep those sexy snacks safe, Cap. Don't want anyone pilfering our precious pretzels mid-flight.
You got that right. All right, let's see how bad I embarrass myself. Okay, I'm gonna head and put my flaps up. We're gonna go flaps up to start with. Let's see how I do. Y'all, it's been a long time since I've flown the KitFox. Hey, I made it up in the air without crashing so far. Oh, shoot. Spoke too soon. Oh, good Lord. Okay, so now we need to turn to a heading. Oh, good gosh. So we're going to turn kind of northwestern now. And again, don't forget, if you would like to fly along with us, feel free to jump on in. And I'm trying to see what the heading should be for this flight. Let's see here. Hang on a minute. Okay, our heading should be 290 here. 290 for the heading. And I'm flying kind of fast. Let me slow down some. Next Saturday, I will be in Northern California. Yes, it should be. Yes. I'm going to slow down to
Just
about
remember,
85
Cap,
knots.
Smooth landings are just well-controlled crashes. You've got this.
Thank you, co-pilot. Appreciate the encouragement. I think I think the people flying along with me need the encouragement more than I do. Yeah, I am going the wrong way. So yeah, I'm trying to change my heading. I can't see my gauge really good, so let me change. There we go. Now I can see it. Thank you, Super Typhon. So we're gonna fly a heading of 290 for a little bit because I wanted to fly over the bay first. Hey, Airlock Doc, how are you doing? Have I stuck a sock in it yet and gone beyond? What's up, Airlock Doc? How in the world are you doing today, man? I hope you're doing well. You know, I am you're doing well. Awesome, man. Awesome. Let me slow down a little bit more. This is my first flight in forever in the KitFox. Now we are going to have to increase our altitude rather quickly once we start getting close to some of these mountains. All right, I'm trying to slow down a little bit more, and then I'll jump outside the plane and see who all is flying along with us. With that, Take Off the Tower wants to know if you've been drinking it. Yes, I have been drinking actually, but just coffee, Kev. And they may not believe that. Been waiting for your KitFox to update apparently. Oh yeah, there is, Airlock Doc. So yesterday, just in case any of y'all didn't know this about me, I am a very impatient person So I reached out to Edson about that, and he did say that Orbix, it takes him a while to push through updates. So I just uninstalled the Orbix stuff and rebought the KitFox through Parallel 42's website. And then I sent Edson screenshots of it because I love this livery right here. Is my favorite of all the new liveries.
You got it, Captain. Smooth skies ahead, or we're blaming turbulence for any hiccups.
Oh, yeah, for sure, co-pilot, of course. I fly perfectly. All right, so back here behind us, we have Kev Simcorner flying along. Let's see here. I know Oz is in the air. There's Oz. Oz is in the air. There's a lot of other aircraft in the air that are AI or just other people as well. Right, exactly. I am the world's worst when it comes to patience when I want something. And I know, I'm sorry. It's just how I am. I shouldn't be like that, but I am. So, let's see here. I wanted to look at I like wigwag lights. And I think, isn't there a way to turn on smoke now or no? You know, you're actually right. I probably should have waited. Just being honest, because that's going to be something I'm going to want to, of course, as soon as it comes out. Fuel on, park and brake. I was thinking there was a way to do smoke on these planes. I could be wrong. I did see Parallel 42 posted something
Edson
about
must love
smoke.
you blowing up his inbox. Can't wait to see that fancy livery though.
Someone's got to clip that. Someone's got to clip that so I can send it to Edson. That's hilarious. Because that's on his stream the other night. He was talking about people like me who message him questions that are easily answered just by looking at their updates. There we go. Hey, there we go. Thank you, Super Typhon. Oh, yes. I did airlock dock. I love that. I love it, man. It is such a cool addition to the other stuff that we have with Flight Sim. All right, I am going to increase my altitude just a little bit. I'll just go 100 feet per minute right now. Kev Simcorner, you are not wrong. And sometime during this flight today, that may be a thing. That very well could be a thing. So if you're just joining us, welcome in. I'm Scruffy Tam. I am a longtime gamer. I've been streaming since September of 2020, and I love group flights. So if you would like to fly along with us, everyone's always welcome to fly with us. My slogan here is no rules, just flight. That means fly what you want to, fly how you want to. I just love people flying along with us. Right, airlock dock. And actually there is a way that you can interact with her off stream as well. But I do wish it would be cool to have an AI bot that would do all the updates for you and everything. I mean, I wouldn't be sad about that. And I know some people freak out about AI stuff, and I guess to an extent, sometimes AI, or I guess there is a path that could be scary with AI, but I love it right now. Set your plane on fire for real-time drama. Yes, Soxy. So I should have. Okay. Yep, everything's active. SimFX should be active as well. Cool. No problem, man. I've got my coffee right here. There's Sims Kev Corner in the Cessna 172. I just decided that on this flight, there may be some areas that I wanted to fly really low and slow. And that's why I did this. Also, I meant to have taken the time to do some camp out scenes as well. But yesterday's warm afternoon in the house, I didn't want to leave my PC running, especially doing work with no air conditioner in the house, and overheat my PC. We are going the right way. Yes. We're gonna head over this little body of water, and then we'll be turning in just, I don't know, maybe 10 nautical miles. We'll turn southwest, southwest, and then we'll head southeast. But yeah, we're heading the right way. I just wanted to fly over the bay. I kind of looked around for things to look that would be points of interest in this area, and this was one of them that is supposed to be a good point of interest. So here we are. But yes, Kev, we are heading the right way, although you never know on my streams. I have been known to go the wrong way. Hey, yes, Stavaris, I will either lead you the right way or I will lead you way astray. Either way, I will be leading. What's up, Stavaris? Welcome in. Good morning back to you, my friend. Hope you're doing well. Happy Saturday to you. Yes, Soxy, exactly. We will get there eventually. Yes. Yeah, dude, I got my coffee too. So I usually drink, I do cold brew coffee, and I drink it cold, and I drink it black. But I also drink protein shakes. So I drink about a quarter of this cup black, and then I just pour the rest of my protein shake in here and drink it the rest of the way. That way I'm getting my coffee and my protein all at the same time. Oh, Kev, the tower screams at me constantly, I'm sure. All right, we will be changing to a heading of 180 here soon. Hey, JPM, what's going on? How are you? Good to see you, JP. And just because, there we go. Good to see you, JP. Hope you're well. Good morning back to you, my friend. So this is some sort of an air park. Silverdale Apex Air Park, I think it is. Over here somewhere. This looks like a really cool, this would be a cool place for an ATV. I guess that's a mine though. It's probably some sort of a strip mine, the way it looks. Oh my word, I don't know why. Wow, it didn't like my long sky vector post, did it? Yeah, there it is. There's the air park right there.
KevSim Corner, if they keep yelling at YA, just tell them you're taking a scenic detour, and that drink mix sounds wild. Gotta try it sometime.
Uh, 100% true. Although Thursday during stream, right before I left that area, I did have to go back and rub grandma's legs one more time, just for old time's sake. But yes, you're exactly right. Thank you, Kev Sim Corner, for gifting a sub to JPM. And JP, enjoy those gift subs, courtesy the gift sub, courtesy of Kev Sim Corner. Thank you so much, Kev. So what we're gonna do is right when I get to the point of this island, then we'll turn to a heading of 180. Looks like Oz is just about to that point. Now I would go ahead, which I'm on autopilot, but I'm just in heading mode, in vertical speed mode. I would engage autopilot and fly my flight plan in this plane, but I don't know how to do that in this plane. And it may be just a matter of importing it through SimBrief, but I don't know if that's possible in this aircraft. So that's why I'm just flying heading mode right now. All right, so I'm going to turn to a heading of 180 now. 180. And then we'll head this direction just a little bit.
Yeah, man. Maybe the camera just needed Grandma's magic rub.
Oh, wait. Oh, it is. What? Why is my camera frozen? That's weird. Let me try. Yeah, I just noticed that. Thank you for pointing that out. Let me see if I can just cycle it. That's strange. Nope, that's not working either. Okay. So I will turn the camera on and off in... No, still nothing. That is freaking weird. Let me try this. It's still frozen. What? Oh well, we'll just have to... Hopefully with time, it'll fix itself. I don't know what's up with that. That's weird. OBS being OBS, I guess. So enjoy the fixated icon of me looking oddly off camera or off frame. Disco Stu, what's up? Welcome in. Good to see you, man. Hope you're doing well. Disco Stu, longtime friend of the community here. Good to see you, dude. Hope you're well. So we got Capastick's with us too. Welcome in, Capastick. Thank you for flying along. Capastick in the Bell 407 helicopter. I don't know what's up with the camera. Hopefully hopefully it'll fix itself. I don't know what to do on that except restart OBS. And if I restart OBS, I restart stream. So that's not happening today. Hey, Nathan, what's happening? How are you? I am good. A pickle festival. Nice. Not a pickleball festival, but an actual pickle, like a cucumber festival. How you doing, Nathan? So in Brayson there, another actual pickles. Okay. Nathan, a good friend of the community in Brayson, also a fellow flight sim streamer, and plays some I can never remember the name of the shooter game that you play on stream. Anyways, let me give Nathan a shout out. Good to see you, Nathan. Hope you're well. And I'm so thankful that I chose family friendly AI bot, because my mind is thinking of many different jokes that we could do with a pickle festival, but we're family friendly here, so I'm leaving them alone. All right, and then next heading that we're going to turn to in just a few minutes is going to be One Tree. No. Yeah, One Tree. Good deal, man. I'm glad you're doing good. I am too, man. If I'm streaming, I'm doing well. I don't know why my camera is frozen. I apologize. Don't know what happened with that. Yeah, I get it's just OBS being OBS as far as I know. I don't know what to do to fix it. Oh yeah, well see, but you can choose whether you want your bot to be family friendly or kind of in the middle or 18 plus, and I chose family friendly, so hopefully we'll be okay with those, Tavares. But yes, I've seen some hilarious things. Walmart was selling John Deere t-shirts, so you bought all the varieties. Oh yeah, you are a true American now, Nathan. Hey Speedy, how you doing, man? Good to see you. Speedy, another longtime friend of the community here, a fellow streamer, a disabled gamer, and has aspirations of getting his private pilot's license, and will actually be taking a discovery flight sometime in the next month. Good to see you, Speedy. Hope you're doing well, man. I'll give you a shout out. Welcome in. Happy Saturday afternoon to you. I know it's probably 1:40 p.m. I think. No, 1:10. So now we'll change to a heading of 1:33. I'm a little bit early on that, so I'm gonna turn slowly. Soxy's pickled with excitement. Oh Lord, yeah, be careful there. Watch out. Slow down there, co-pilot. Why don't you break out some snacks for everybody, Soxy? You gonna head out and get ready to do your version of a D-Day flight? No problem at all. Uncle B, thank you for being here. Appreciate you, man. Enjoy your stream and enjoy your flight as well. Take care. Yeah, hopefully your landings will be smoother than mine are going to be, because I have not landed the KitFox in over a year. Hey, there's Disco Stew, Kappa Stick, Kev Sim Corner. We got Oz Nomad. Hoban. I'm not sure if Hoban's with us or not. I can't see how far away they are. But if you're with us, welcome in. Co-pilot, are you ready to hand out some snacks? I love this livery, y'all. This is, of all the new liveries that Parallel 42 put out for their KitFoxes, this is my favorite, although there are some really amazing other ones too. But I love this kind of paint splash design. And I forgot what Edson said this was. Each one of their liveries has a story behind it. So one of the members of Parallel 42, it's their favorite. I can't remember what the story was behind this one. Hey, Creepy Kirk, what's happening, man? How are you doing? There you go. Thank you, Soxy. Virtual peanuts and pretzels for everybody. Creepy Kirk is a fellow flight sim streamer as well. Another good friend of the community. Good to see you, Creepy Kirk. Let me give you a shout out. He's also a streamer. See him streaming Microsoft Flight Sim as well. Welcome in. So Nathan says, you were looking at flight radar at Gulfport, and it's crazy how many odd flights you get from there. The usual is Deltas, United Airlines, but today you have an A320 from Allegiant going to and from Orlando. Oh, cool. It's really interesting. I wish I lived closer to a major airport where I could kind of look at that kind of thing. Although we do have military operations that work out of our airport sometimes, and that's pretty interesting. But for the most part, it's pretty dull. So I'm going to go back to live time now. Oh, man, I missed the... Oh, well. I bet that was a beautiful sunrise that I missed. And am I on live weather? I think I'm on live weather. Yes, okay, so we're live time, live weather today now. And I think I can go to altitude hold mode for a little bit. Yeah, it is, Creepy Kirk. My face cam, I'm sorry, is frozen. I don't know what's up with it. As far as I know, the only fix for it is to restart OBS, and you know what happens when you restart OBS, you restart stream. So I am dude, what? Soxy, you're being awful spicy this morning, Soxy. That's pretty good. Coming back at me. Maybe your cam's just taking a break. Even technology needs some R&R. Hey, this is true.
Creepy Kirk, you sure it's frozen? Maybe Scroofy's just really good at holding his smile.
All right, so there's a waypoint coming up, and then we will turn to a heading of 144. And then I believe from there, it's going to take us straight to Mount St. Helens. Yes, yeah. So after this next turn that I'm about to do, it's a straight shot for 73 nautical miles, so we'll be flying straight for just a little bit after this. Yeah, if anyone knows anything I can try that won't break my stream to refresh my camera, let me know. I have no idea, because I switched to this scene, and here I am looking the opposite direction, still frozen. No clue. At least this one's working. You can see my hands, so I'll do sign language or something. I don't know. Okay, I'm going ahead and change and click the camera source in OBS, deactivate, and then activate. Okay. Thank you. Let me give that a try. Oh, so I did that though, like this.
Give it a shot. Click on your cam source in OBS and try deactivating then reactivating it. Might save us from watching you faceplant into Mount St. Helens.
Dang. She is salty today. Let's see here. So if I right click on it, how about if I just remove it? Wait a minute. Okay, there's a deactivate button above the sources list. I don't see that though. Oh yeah, there we go. Okay, thank you. How did I miss that? Sheesh. Oh, there we go. It fixed it. Thank you. Dang, you are the man. Awesome. Cool deal. Thank you for that. Viper Strike, what's up, man? Thank you so much, Creepy Kirk, for helping me fix my face cam. Now y'all get to see my ugly mug moving all around. Thank you. I learned something new. Had no idea. Viper Strike, good to see you. Hope you're doing well. Oh no, Cappy Stick, I couldn't see you. I was focused on my camera, so that didn't work either. Hey, your Barbara Papa, what's happening? Welcome in, your Barbara Papa. Hope you're doing well. So your Barbara Papa is one of the team with Soxy. So he's one of the team that is working on AI Alicia. He's also a flight sim streamer. Welcome in, dude. I am doing fantastic. So good to see you. Thank you for the follow. Oh, Soxy is having a blast with us today. Very snarky. I love it. Love it, love it. So let me give your Barbara Papa a shout out also. There we go. Go give him a follow. Yes, Disco Stew. Right? Welcome in, your Barbara Papa. I really appreciate you coming in and giving me a follow. So today we're starting a series that I call the Pacific Northwest Adventure. We started in Seattle, Washington, and we're going to end up in Eugene, Oregon today, but the ultimate destination will be San Francisco. Oh, nice. I'm still trying to decide what I want my May I Alicia to be. Hey, Cool Boy. What's up, Cool Boy? Oh, you have the X56 as well? Nice. I love it.
Roger. What's up, Victor?
Thank you for the introduction and for the first time chat. There's a scream jump scare, then there's the cam jump scare. Exactly. You went to get coffee, got sidetracked with a chore, drank the coffee, then realized you needed a coffee. Let me give Viper Strike a shout out really quick. I am so getting sidetracked. Cool Boy, thank you for the follow also. So Viper Strike is a fellow flight sim streamer, good friend of the community. On Viper Strike streams, you will always learn something about the areas you fly over. So he does streams as well that are some sort of an adventure like mine. Although I never research where we're flying, we just fly and enjoy, this. But with Viper Strike, you will learn some stuff, and I really appreciate that about Viper Strike. Welcome in, Viper. I hope you're doing well. Oh, thank you. Your Barbara Papa is awesome. I don't know the Maverick challenges, so Cool Boy. The only reason I bought the X56 was I was a part of the Flight Sim Thunderbirds. Oh, nice. From Chile to Bolivia. Sweet. So I was a part of the Flight Sim Thunderbirds, a formation flying group on Microsoft Flight Sim, and I was their narrator. So we did a couple of air shows together, and I wanted to learn how to formation fly. So that's the only reason I bought this, and for the KitFox. But 99% of the rest of the time, I've got a Honeycomb Alpha, and then I use my Bravo, and I'm usually flying the 172. So what do you usually fly? So no, I don't know the Maverick. I mean, I know the Maverick challenges, but I'm not really a fighter jet flyer. I suck at it. I struggle with the 172 and just wait till I try to land the KitFox. But welcome in, Cool Boy. I love Microsoft Flight Sim. Are you a streamer by any chance, Cool Boy? So we do have some people flying along with us. And so the invitation is, oh, you're not. Okay, cool. Because I love shouting out fellow flight simmers or any streamers. The invitation is always open anytime I'm streaming. If you want to fly with us, feel free to jump in and fly. My channel, my slogan is no rules, just flight. Copilot, I don't know if you can do this. Copilot, can you post my no rules, just flight emote? But that's my slogan, no rules, just flight. So fly what you want to, fly how you want to. We're on the Southeast Asia server. And so we got Cappy Stick flying along. We got Disco Stew. Not sure who that is. Thank you for the fart. We got Oz Nomad also flying along with us. And Kev Sim Corner, whoever that is doing the formation flying is doing a fantastic job at it, actually. Hey, Mongo, how in the world are you doing, man? Good to see you. It has been a while. Thank you for the fart. You've been away for a bit yourself, just got back from 2 months in Taiwan. Nice. I'm glad you had a good time. What? Disco Stew, that is fantastic, man. 1,200 people using your profiles. Dang, good for you, man. That's incredible. And Mongo, good to see you back. I hope you had, I do see that you had a great time in Taiwan. So I do need to update my my weight loss. Yesterday I hit a new low. I am now at 131 pounds down. So let me see if I can update that really quick on. Grab my phone really quick and update. You got to go back to work, but leave your alert. Thank you so much. Yeah, man, your Baba Papa. I appreciate that very much. Thank you, thank you. I'm really loving AI Alicia and all the capabilities that she has. So thank you for creating it, being part of the group that's creating her. Thank you. And also, if you're interested in trying out the AI bot, there's no obligation to buy or anything like that. Type in exclamation Sockscie, SOCKSCIE. We'll give you the link where you can try it out. You get 3 free streams trying her out and no obligation to buy. I love it. I tried it once and bought. Dragon, welcome in, Dragon. How in the world are you doing? Good to see you. Hope you're doing well. So I'm currently at 100, excuse me, I wish I was, 293.9. I don't know what that translates to kilograms. But if you ever want to know how I'm doing on my weight loss journey, type in exclamation W. And I have lost 131 pounds over the last about year and a half of exercising, eating better, working out an hour and a half every day. Yes, Creepy Kirk, 100%. It is fantastic. And yes, your Barbara Papa and everyone else who's part of that team have been super responsive. You're doing good, Dragon. Awesome. Glad to hear it. I wasn't sure, honestly, Creepy Kirk. I wasn't sure if I would like, if I would like Sockscie or not, and I didn't know how she would be accepted into the community. But I love it, and I love how she interacts with everybody. There we go. There's Cappy Stick. Now I can see you. Yes, exactly. Me too, Creepy Kirk. And so far, the profile that I picked for today, she has interacted very, very well with everybody and just hilarious. So my kind of girl today. I'm gonna go back into the plane for a little while just to make it more realistic. I'll turn on my Tobii eye tracker as well. Hang on a minute. There. Why is the default set that way? Also, I did notice, everyone was panicking that the Go XLR was going to be obsolete and was going to be a brick and all that stuff earlier in the year or at the end of last year. And it turns out another company bought Go XLR and they just pushed through an update that's incredible. So if you haven't Go XLR, you may want to check out the new update. I have not updated it yet, but I think what I'm doing with my music mix, I can actually make it where I can hear my stream mix now. I've just got to work that out. Right now, I can't hear the volume level of the music that y'all hear. I can turn it up and down in my headphones, but I have no idea how loud or soft it is for you guys. So if it ever gets too loud or too soft, y'all just let me know. But hopefully, between now and my next stream Thursday, I'll be able to update my Go XLR and work out that. Okay, I got to take a quick pee break. Again, if you want to jump in and fly along, feel free to. No rules, just flight. Fly what you want to, fly how you want to. I will be right back. Wrong scene. I meant to hit be right back, hit chat. Airlock Doc, so can you hear it? I just, I don't know, just a few weeks ago learned how to play it on my stream. I'll be right back. It does sound nice. Cool. Thank you. Be right back. What group is this? Can anyone tell me who this is? Really quick before I go. Yes, this goes through. They truly are. And so I run sound at my church, and it took a while to realize that the band on stage and the audience does need to be a totally separate mix, and I'm pretty darn good at it now. Okay, I gotta go pee. I'll be right back. Co-pilot, I gotta go take a potty break. Be right back. Y'all hit those F's in chat.
Airlock Dock headphones might help. If not, just imagine you're at an old-school silent disco.
An old school silent disco ad plays. Oh, really? So an ad played while I was away from the keyboard? What? Well, that was good timing, I guess. Cool.
Scruffy 10.
Show us those socks. All right, Sleazy does it. Welcome in, Sleazy. Good to see you. So Sleazy is another fellow Flight Sim streamer, good friend of the community also. Let me give Sleazy a shout out first, and then I'll show you my socks of the day. There we go. There's a shout out for Sleazy. So this is the first time that co-pilot Soxy has seen my socks of the day also. So my socks of the day, on the right foot, I've got my, these are actually runway socks. There we go. You can kind of see the runway number right there. All right, and then on the left foot, I've got my my guitar socks. So guitars on one side and runway on the other. Those are my socks of the day. Yes, I did actually, Soxy. That's what I was just, I don't have them on today, but I do have some that have little airplanes on them. But welcome in, Sleazy. Good to see you. Shout out for Sleazy playing some Microsoft Flight Simulator. Dance to the beat no one else can hear. That sounds so much like high school dances. So I only went to one high school dance. Y'all, I was like, business in the front. Yes, they are. Flying Eli, welcome in. I was a big time nerd in school, and that's okay. There's nothing wrong with being a nerd. Nerds, I still, anyways. Maybe next time,
Can't
Soxy.
wait
Yes.
to see those socks.
Flying
Did you
Eli.
finally find that pair with little airplanes on them? Runway guitars best combo ever, but seriously, where are those little airplanes? I guess next time.
Good to see you, Flying Eli. I hope you are doing well. Flying Eli, just because I can't remember, I'm going to give Flying Eli a shout out. Okay, it looks like you're not a streamer. Is that correct? But good to see you. Yeah, feel free to jump in. Anyone who wants to jump in and fly with us. We're on the Southeast Asia server. We are close to this airport, 06 Whiskey November. Fly what you want to, fly how you want to. I'm going to jump back out of my plane. So, yeah, I forgot it. I never went to a school dance except prom. And it was my was it my senior prom, I think? But I didn't dance then. Y'all, you don't want to see me dance. But my dad was an absolute, like, a awesome dancer. But I'm talking like old school, dancing. He was very, very good, very talented. Hoban is with us. Welcome in, Hoban. Hey, Mongo with another socks command. Here we go. My socks of the day. On the right foot, turn on my sock light. There we go. On the right foot, I've got some runway socks. So you can see, I can't remember what that area is called. And it's right on the tip of my tongue. And then there's the runway on the side of the sock. On the left foot, I've got guitar, different style guitars. So those are my socks. Apron, there we go. Threshold, that's it. Thank you. It was right on the tip of my tongue. Those are my socks of the day. Thank you for that. Yeah, I think the proper FAA term is threshold. Thank you for that reminder. When I go live, I forget everything. I have got to show y'all all the new liveries for the Parallel 42 KitFox. But I've said it a few times. This is my favorite. I love it. Yes, airlock. There you go. The extra runway that I paid for, and I'm sure as heck going to use it. Yes, exactly. What? Oh, man. So we are approaching some really mountainous areas here. I'm going to go back into vertical mode. Go ahead and increase my altitude a little bit. We should be approaching Mount St. Helens at some point. Yeah. We still, looks like we're still a little ways away from Mount St. Helens. But my plan is to do a flyby of Mount St. Helens. I hope I've got it done right. Why tap the brakes on my itty bitty plane when I can just use all 9,000 plus feet to coast to a stop and save your brakes? Exactly, right? That's what that's for. Soxy, you're a little bit late on the welcomes for those follows. Just only like 20 minutes late. But thank you for welcoming the new followers. Not Scruffy being unappreciative. You know, I'm not sure, Kevin. I thought yesterday when I was doing this, I thought that was Mount St. Helens. I'm just looking to see if there's a jet route. Yeah, I don't have any information. Nothing I can tell on Navigraph. Oh, Matt Rainier, thank you. There we go. Appreciate that, guys. I should have known someone in chat would know. See, if I would have known that was there, just when I was looking at it on paper, I would have flown over to Matt Rainier. Although last night when I was testing the KitFox out to get some screenshots to send to Edson, I did use Matt Rainier for the backdrop of my screenshots. There's a handmade POI at a small lake that was in the blast path. Very cool. Oh, really? Cool. Okay. So literally what I did, I sometimes, not very often, struggle with what series to come up with next. So I said, I'm going to try something new and use Chat GPT to build flight paths for me. So I forgot what I put in for the search or whatever you want to call it, but I put something like, build me a multi-leg flight plan for a Cessna 172 touring different parts of the world. And there were several different plans that she came up with, and this was the first one, and or not she, but ChatGPT came up with. And so far, I kind of like it. So when you see the collapse area of the mountain, you'll see a lake. Then after the lake, you fly away from the mountain. There's a small lake a little further along. Cool. So once we get there, I will be on the lookout for it, and I'll hand fly, and we'll fly down, take a little bit closer look at it. That's good to know. Thank you. I didn't know that. Yeah, Super Typhon, same. I'm still, even though life has slowed down a little bit for me, it's still pretty busy. So I figured I'd just go the lazy route and see what's going on. True, Disco Stew, you are totally accurate, man. This is true. 100% Disco Stew. Nice weather here for Washington. Washington is known for its horrible rainy weather. So I'm very thankful to have in real life nice weather this morning. You just took your pork shoulder off. Oh my gosh, that sounds good. Oh, I love pulled pork. And it's so good when you can just pull the bone right out of it and no meat is on it. That's the perfect cook. Oh my gosh, man, that sounds good. Yeah, that's a good way to do it too, Airlock Doc. What I used to do was just look at a map and pick an area that I would like to visit in real life. How about an adventure flying over haunted places? Actually, Soxy, co-pilot, I have a series of flying European castles that I had ChatGPT make for me as well. So that is going to be a future plan. Yeah, so that's what I do. Is usually just pick somewhere that I would like to visit and then come up with a plan on that. Oh, Airlock, I love barbecue so much. Soxy, why are you posting a route command? I didn't realize Soxy was posting my route command. I'm going to have to stop her from doing that. Check your wife. Oh, man. I love coleslaw, but as embarrassing as this is going to sound, around here, the best coleslaw is Kentucky Fried Chicken's coleslaw. It is absolutely perfection, in my opinion. Here, anyways. Oh, Airlock. All that sounds fantastic. I love a good jambalaya. So funny story. Yeah, really. Yeah. Oz, thank you for agreeing with me. KFC's coleslaw is fantastic. So, a while back, my wife and I went to this restaurant and it was kebabs that had chicken and pineapple and some other peppers and stuff on them. So she wanted me to replicate that recipe. And I said, well, rather than do kebabs, I'll do like a deconstructed kebab and put everything together and cook it. Well, little did I know, and I talked about this on stream like a couple days after I did this. Little did I know, pineapple will decompose chicken and make it nasty. So when it was, God bless her, she ate it, but that chicken was like, it's hard to describe the texture of the chicken. It was just, I mean, the chicken was fine. It wasn't spoiled, but it was just like mush. It had a very awful texture. And then I Googled it, and you don't cook chicken and pineapple together for that reason. Yes, exactly. You know, it tenderized the heck out of the chicken. So you don't cook them together. You put them together at the end on a kebab. Yeah, desabotage. Welcome in. It was some repulsive poultry for sure. Yes. Like a body after a month kind of buet. Yes. Kebabs decomposing chicken with pineapple. Oh my gosh. What? Oh Lord, Soxy, you're hilarious. Yes. Yes. Oh, and they used to have popcorn chicken at KFC. that literally was just, yeah, Soxy needs a med check. That literally was just pretty much chicken skin, fried chicken skin that was out of this world. And then the next time they came out with popcorn chicken, it was just like little mini chicken tenders. It was real chicken, not just the skin, but I loved it when it was just the skin. It was fantastic. That's hilarious. I've got a, uh-oh, wait a minute. Didn't mean to do that. I got to clip that. There we go. I was just sorry about that. I was doing a quick snip of what she said. Sorry about that. Good morning, Tim Dog. How are you doing? Good to see you. Local butcher here gets eagle and tig, which is perch fillets in batter. Nice. Oh, that's just gross. A superhero made out of crispy fried skin. That's just gross. Uh-oh. There we go. Tim Dog, hope you're doing well this morning. Good morning to you, my friend. Happy Saturday to you. Flying MD-11 from Indy to JFK. There's a VATSIM event in New York starting at the top of the hour. Nice. Oh, I did, Airlock. Yeah, that's a nice flight. Okay, I do see Mount St. Helens straight up ahead, I think. I'm assuming that's it right there. Oh, yeah, you meant my co-pilot? But man, what in the world?
Doco, you mean this crazy co-pilot? Well, I've got my mismatched socks on tight. Ready for anything.
Oh, goodness. See, even my co-pilot wears crazy mismatched socks. So it's just an hour and a half flight on that one. Oh, that's not bad. Oh, yes, Airlock Doc, yes. So I definitely have Soxy toned down from Ivana. So there's 3 different levels of family friendliness. One is like all the way family friendly. One is kind of middle of the road, and then one is 18 plus. I've got Soxy on all the way family friendly. Because that's who I am, right? So welcome in, everybody. If you're just joining and you'd like to fly along, if you're new to the community, if you're not new, you already know this. If you're new to the community, feel free to jump on in and fly along with us. I do this thing that I call no rules, just flight. That means fly what you want to and fly how you want to. We're on Southeast Asia, and the closest airport is up in the upper right-hand corner right now. No updates yet, Airlock Doc. Hey, Complete Freedom, what's up, man? How are you doing? Complete Freedom, aka Sam, good friend of the community, lives not too far from here. Met him in real life here at our local airport, as well as Triple Tree Aerodrome at a fly-in, as well as Flight Sim Expo. Good to see you, Complete Freedom. That would be nice to sabotage. I would totally go for that. Totally. Let me give Complete Freedom a shout out. Welcome in. There we go. There's a shout out for Complete Freedom. Go give him a follow. I am fantastic, man. Thank you. Yes, Airlock Doc. I was shocked at the price of Say Intentions. I was on Murph's stream when he was the news stream that he does earlier in the week. When I saw the price of it, holy crap, that's pretty expensive. You're welcome for the shout out, Sam. Doing loops while getting bubbles. So Complete Freedom. Soxy is that AI bot that I was talking about. And if you're interested in in fact, let me go ahead and I'll do a quick shout out for Soxy. So if anyone's interested in using Soxy on their streams, it's an AI bot. It's fantastic, really good for viewer interaction. You can try her out for 3 streams for free. So I highly encourage you, click the link, sign in, and just use her for 3 streams and see if you like her. If you don't, you ain't got to use her. But you will like her. Understand why, and they've said they'll put it down when they can, and they've said they will announce a drop at Expo Nice. I mean, I get it. And as more users purchase it, I'm sure the price will come down. But still, for what I do. Oh, true. Thank you, Oz. So my plane, I don't have mixture, thankfully, so I don't have to. But yes, if you're flying, don't forget to lean out your mixture because we will be getting high up in the air. Yes, exactly. Yeah. Yeah, I am going to have to go ahead and increase my altitude some too now. So I'm going to go 300 feet per minute just to get on up to clear these mountains. Jump into the plane too. There we go. So I was going to do a quick pop-up stream yesterday so that we could finish the Oregon Trail. But I got home from work and our air conditioner had stopped working and it was close to 90 degrees outside. And I didn't want my PC to overheat, so I said, Lean like you're trying not to spill your hydro massage champagne. You're also testing the new beta of LRM that SimConnect. Yes, I saw that. That's good to know, Airlock Doc. I did see that. And I was wondering how that's working out. But I'm probably not going to switch from FSU IPC until all the bugs are worked out. And then I'll switch to it. That's good. I'm glad to know that they finally got that worked out. So as many of y'all know, I'm a fan of all styles of music. And I got that love of music from my dad, who loved big band and New Orleans jazz. So what you're hearing right now is Glenn Miller, one of my dad's favorite bands. Oh shoot, did I really, Sam? I am so sorry. Now I feel bad that I left early. Thank you very much, Complete Freedom, for that. Hey Humber, how are you doing? It is going fantastic. I hit a new low yesterday. So for about the last month, I've just been on a plateau, and that's fine. I wasn't eating the best, but I still work out an hour and a half every single day. But yes, I did. I got serious about it again this last week, and I got down to a new low. So I have lost 131 pounds total now. I don't know how that works into. Oh, not for everyday usage on this version. It's all manually working on beating the bugs. You found 2 on your first flight, 3 if you include the website bug. Well, good. Once all the bugs get worked out, then I will definitely be switching. So let's see here. Just doing some quick Google math. 131. Oops. That's almost 60 kilograms of weight that I've lost. What's up, Quert? How are you doing? Quert, a fellow flight sim streamer, a longtime friend of the community also. Good to see you. Oh, gosh. Yeah, okay. Forget that. So for now, I will continue using FSU IPC for now, Airlock. And but I can't wait to use the new interface once it becomes available. So here's a shout out for our good buddy Quert. Good to see you, man. Hope you're well on this Saturday. So this is definitely Mount St. Helens that we're approaching now. You can see where when it blew over 9 stone. Yeah. It's a lot. So I still have a ways to go. I am about hang on a minute. 14 pounds from where I wanted to be, but then I've changed my goal, made it a little bit less. So I want to be at about 250 pounds, I think. But we'll see. At this point, I'm very happy with how I look. Oh, was it Quert? I'm not sure. At this point, I'm very happy with how I look, but I still have some belly fat that I want to get rid of.
£131 lost. Lord of Socks, you're killing it. Next thing we know, you'll be flying off without even a plane.
That's right, co-pilot. I'll flap my wings and go. Okay, Airlock Dock. So the lake is right here that I can see now. Is this the lake that you were talking about? No, Mongo, not this time. So since I had not streamed in forever this past year, and just for financial reasons, I decided to skip this year. I am not the best manager of money. And so I decided to focus on that, just getting out of some debt. And hopefully next year Expo will be closer. Can I go external and lift the camera up? So hopefully next year, yes. Yeah, I knew what you meant. Small lake on the right. Okay, right here. Oh, I need to land there? That ain't happening. You know, I thought I had point of interest turned on. Actually, let me do this really quick. I could probably land right here in this area if I was more skilled at the KitFox, but it's been so long since I've flown it. So I'm going to just circle the lake really quick. It's got blown down trees and stuff. No way, really? And it's not an add-on, it's actually default in the sim. Oh, okay. Yeah, I tell you what, let me do this. Capstick, I'm sorry, I'm fixing to go out really quick and turn on POIs. So that's under assistance, right? Okay, I guess that's what I need. Still, POIs are not working. Why are POIs not working? What have I done? That is where I needed to be, right? Where I just was to turn POIs on. Oh, I do see the tree. Yeah. See the trees knocked down, y'all? I do see them now. That is it. Yeah, so y'all, you can see the trees where the trees fell down. That's cool. I don't think you have to restart. You shouldn't have to. If I remember correctly, you don't have to. But that should have made the POIs work. And actually, it looks like there is one off in the distance right there. So I'm not sure why. I don't know. Wow, that's nuts. Thank you for that, Airlock. It was all in the base sim. That's freaking cool. All right, I'm just gonna do altitude hold mode now. That's nuts. And if I was more talented with the KitFox, I would land there, but it's been a long time since I've flown the KitFox, y'all. Well, you know what? I'm gonna continue hand flying since we are approaching Mount St. Helens. And we'll check it out. I wonder how tall Mount St. Helens, like if someone built it in the sim, how it used to be, how tall, like this tall, like kind of like Mount Rainier tall, or just curious how tall it was before all of this blew off. That's nuts. Oh, actually, Soxy, I need attitude hold mode for certain people in my life. Interesting fact, the 286 decimal blast was inaudible until you're 100 kilometers out of the closest person who was 15, just heard trees snapping. Oh, wow, really? That's interesting, Airlock. It's 8,200. It was 9,600. Geez, so it lost over 1,000 feet elevation. Oh, look at Soxy doing the math for me. Thank you, Soxy. I love you. Wow. That's wild. I didn't realize that. Thank you, Super Typhon. Good stuff. Man, that's good information. Let's fly into the crater just a little bit. The next part of this, we're going to be flying a river next to our next airport once we get there. Yeah, oh yeah, even just rough estimates, it's pretty nuts. Yes. I used to be able to fly this plane and land it on the rim of volcano. In fact, I did that during my Between Two Oceans tours. Wow, this is really wild. America's versions of Jurassic Park. What? Soxy, come on now. Trying not to stall my plane. Wow. How gorgeous is that, y'all? That was incredible. That was incredible. All right, now it's time to decrease some altitude there.
Take a dive into that crater. Let's make this flight legendary.
Go ahead and decrease altitude and get back on my flight path. And we're gonna follow this river that's dead ahead here. So once we get to it, we'll turn back to the west and follow it for a little ways. I'm gonna engage some flaps so I can lose some altitude and some speed really quick at the same time. Back in your day, yeah, right. Oh yeah, Soxy's really good at making us feel good. Actually, I'm gonna fly over to here, this little gorge or valley, whatever you want to call it here, and then fly to the river from there, because that looks about where we were supposed to enter anyways. And again, if you'd like to fly along with us, jump on in. No rules, just fly what you want to, fly how you want to. Bring it on down some more. Imagine dodging T-Rex rocks while trying not to spill your coffee. Okay. Let's get down low. There we go. The one thing I need to look into on this X56 is this stick. It's right-handed right now, but I'm flying it with my left hand, so it's kind of awkward. But I didn't want to switch my Bravo over to the left and this to the right. I probably should have, and I could have, I think. Skipper Jeff, how are you doing? Oh man, Skipper Jeff, I wish I could go to Expo. I should be there virtually, but unfortunately I'm not making it to Expo. Are you going, Jeff? Are you going to be there? Welcome in. So Skipper Jeff is one of the people who's responsible for the WB Sim Cessna 172 that I almost exclusively fly on this channel. Today, since we're doing although the airports aren't really that bushy. Oh wait, that's not the river. That's just the lake. We got a ways to go before we get to the river, y'all. Sorry for misleading you. I'm gonna put autopilot on for now, and we'll get back up in the air a little bit further. You can, yeah. I hope virtually too, Skipper Jeff. But yeah, today we're for the next several Saturdays, actually, we'll be in the KitFox doing a Pacific Northwest adventure. I thought that was the river. This is just a lake, y'all. So we still got a few mountain ranges we got to fly over. My apologies for misleading you. Oh, I got it. Yes, I updated it as soon as I saw it, Skipper Jeff. I updated it. I love the angle of attack gauge. And I wonder if someone could make an angle of attack meter for like their spouse. I mean, I would love an angle of attack gauge for my wife, so I know kind of where she's coming at me from, you know, just be prepared. But no, I love it, man. I have flown it a couple times, or at least once on stream since the update. Very nice improvements. That's weird. Navigraph just went offline. What? Is anyone else having problems with Navigraph all of a sudden? There we go. Okay. I was trying to get Navigraph up and running. It's back now. I don't know what happened with that. It was saying that Navigraph, that I lost my internet connection, but I think it was just a Navigraph glitch. I hope, because I'm still streaming. I'm still live. I hope I am. Oh shoot. I'm about to hit the mountain. True, Skipper Jeff. True. Oh, so stream did lag. I wonder, maybe it was an internet connection issue then, because Navigraph went offline for maybe 30 seconds. But I've got one of the most stable internet connections I've ever had now. But That I know that things can still happen, of course. Oh, stream froze for 30 seconds too. That's strange that, okay. But at least it didn't knock me offline, thankfully. Glad of that. I am very soon going to have to take a pee break and a water refill break. So I'm just trying to get back on my flight path. Have I paid my cable bill? You know, they may have found out that I'm stealing it from my next door neighbor. No, I'm just kidding. Okay, so someone help me out here. How do I import my flight plan, or would I have to upload it to SimConnect and then import it? Yeah, SimBrief. Okay, so it looks like if I did SimBrief, I can import it there, but I have not. You can't import on the G3X. But it looks like I could import it here, though. Could I not? But that's okay. I mean, I don't mind just flying heading mode. So I'm in Navigraph. Yeah, I knew what you meant. I'm in Navigraph now, and then I could just upload it to the plane, but I'm all good. I'm not going to do all that during stream. It's a Whiskey Tango thing. Okay. Gotcha. All right. Hey, Bocelli, how are you doing? Hope you're doing well. Good to see you, my friend. Happy Saturday to you. Do I have the PMS GTN 750 pull down? Oh, Jeff, I have no idea. It's been so long. I have not done much at all in the sim in the almost year that I wasn't streaming, just because I didn't have time to play around. So I've had to do so many updates and stuff. I don't know what I have and what I don't have at this point. I am doing really well, thank you. Oh, okay. But I do have Navigraph, so I could export it to SimConnect, right?
Taking care of business mid-flight, huh? Better bring back some peanut.
Right, Soxy? But it's okay. I mean, I'm all good with it. I know, Hoban, it's so nice when you can import flight plans. Open it in the sim. Okay, wait a minute. Airlock dock.
Great.
So
sometimes all we need is some old-fashioned heading mode action to get back on track.
How do I open it in the sim, airlock dock? The charts in sim. On my toolbar, I should have charts. So I use flow. Uh-oh. So I've got the toolbar disabled, but there we go. No, that's the map. Yeah, so I've got this turned off, the toolbar up here. It's all good. I'll have to play around with that. Let's see. Do I have an open slot? I do. Yeah, I won't do it on stream. Well, I'll figure that out afterwards. Sorry. I don't like doing stuff like that on stream because that's probably in my opinion, one of the most disengaging things you can do while you're live is focus on doing that instead of on chat. So I'm sorry, y'all. All right, so as we're flying towards this river, when I open the add to window, no, that's not what I want. Hey, Paradox, how are you doing, man? Welcome in. Paradox is another fellow flight sim streamer. Search for, oh, that makes sense. Search for charts. Makes total sense, right? I keep on forgetting you can do that. Navgraph charts, there we go. So I can drag it over there. All right, so Navgraph charts is now on. There we go. Oh, you got weekends off again. Nice. Welcome in. So DH Paradox is another streamer friend of the community. Good to see you. All right, give me a second. I got to log in. Let me give Paradox a shout out. Good to see you, Paradox. Happy Saturday to you. Oh, Frankie Poop snuck in here too. Frankie, I am so sorry. I totally missed your chat. Frankie Poops is another friend of the community. Good to see you, Frankie. I apologize, man. No, actually, it has me sign in off stream. So that's good. All right, it should pop in. Oh, what? There we go. All right, so I got it loaded, but how do I put that in my plane though? Is there a way to put that in the plane? Oh, Frankie, because I think you said something in chat and I forgot to welcome you. I think I failed to welcome you when you came in. See export. Okay, cool. At least I said hi. All right, export. Load as active. So just put it right here. Oh, nice. Yes. Oh, Bocelli. Yeah, I'd love to hear it anyways. So it looks like it's not doing anything when I do that though. Yes, Bocelli, you can. Thank you. And Navgraph just went offline again. Open flight plan on the G3X. All right. There's my daughter calling me again. Yeah, the stream froze too. I don't know what's going on. All right, so let me try this again. Navigraph. Navigraph just went offline again. What? Click back to get to the main menu. Okay. And now what? Oh, back again. Sorry. Okay. Oh, it's in there. So now if I just hit nav, so then how do I make it fly it? Because right now I hit nav and it's not flying it. I got nav mode active. Oh, so I still have to intercept it. Okay, cool. All right, well, let me get back to external view and nice. I will check that out in just a minute, Freak Brick. Jelly. Let me look at nav graph charts. Okay, now autopilot off because now we need to intercept it. Good deal, man. I appreciate that because this is where I'm wanting to be right here. We're just gonna fly the river now. So I'm gonna get down low now.
You got this, Lord of Socks. Just imagine your plane cruising to its own epic anthem.
Yes, exactly. There we go. Okay, so hopefully I am back and paying attention to you guys. I'm sorry. You now plan your flights in Navigraph outside the sim. Load into the start point, then open the same flight in the sim in charts. Export the plan to the sim and go fly. That's amazing. I'm really glad that you showed me how to do that. I just hope I remember. So it looks like the plane is actually doing it now. No, it's not. Or maybe it is. Let's see what it's going to do. I forgot I had flaps up. Or down, excuse me. What does the ATC ask the Lord of Socks? Answer, altitude? How many feet? This is true. I can't navigate outside. You're right. But it looks like, yeah, I just snagged it. It looks like it just got it right now. Yeah, it looks like I'm in there. There. Okay, now we should be good, I hope. I don't know why I'm still climbing. Not sure why my altitude is. Why am I in a positive rate of climb? I don't want to be. Right, yeah, I'm glad to see that. It looks like it is greatly improved. All right, cooking time and dinner. See you next time. Have a great weekend. Yeah, you too, JPM. Thank you for being here, man. It's good to see you. This is true, Stavaris. You are correct. Quasarcore has joined us. All right, I'm gonna get down low now. I don't know what in the world. Let's go ahead and get down low. I do need to take a quick restroom break, but I want to get the plane. I want to drop some altitude really quick first. Oh, that's nice, Skipper Jeff. I didn't realize that. I love it. Okay, so I'm just getting down low. You know, because when you're flying over a river, it's nice to fly low. There we go. I think I'll set it at, well, you know, 1800 looks good to me. And let's go autopilot again. Hopefully, flying the flight plan doesn't put me in the side of a mountain. We're fixing to find out. You still use the PMS a lot in planes to fiddle with flight. Yeah, I appreciate your help. That was very, that's pretty cool. And I'm gonna have to increase my altitude. No, we're good. Okay, cool. Looks like we are gonna miss those mountains just following the plan. All right, I'm gonna do something dangerous here and take a quick potty break. So I will be right back. Y'all talk amongst yourselves, enjoy some music. And
if we end up meeting Bigfoot on that mountain, make sure he has mismatched socks too.
You can see people in water waving. I'll be right back, y'all. Talk amongst yourselves and enjoy some music. Be right back. Those F's in chat. Okay, I'm back. Hopefully everything is straightened out now. Soxy, what size socks does Bigfoot wear? Gargantuan socks, probably custom made with a touch of moss for that earthy feel. Y'all, thank you for engaging with Soxy. Crash landed into trees. They cushion better than water. So I'm trying to decrease my altitude. I should have my altitude set to 1800. Why am I know why. There we go. There we go. I think. Right, exactly. Tell me that, not you. So flying along with us, we got Quasarcore, WV Medic. I'm glad we got a medic here because might be needed. Kev Sim Corner. I know Capastick is with us. There's Hoban. And shoot, stop. I can't quite see who is up there with Capastick. I can't quite see that. Anyways, thank y'all for flying along. And if anyone else would like to fly along, feel free to. I do this little thing called No Rules, Just Flight. Means you can fly what you want to, fly how you want to. Just jump on in and fly. I wish I could say I was a pilot in real life. I'm not. Oh, Oz. There we go. Thank you, Capustick. I couldn't quite see because they're nice. Awesome. They were superimposed on each other and I couldn't quite see it. So thank you. All right, so I am gonna look at this airport, see which way the winds are blowing. 10L. Where's 10 at? I'm looking for to see what runway wanted to fly into. Okay, so we are gonna have to fly past the airport and then fly into probably runway 10L. It's right there, parallel to the river at this next airport, according to the way the winds are blowing anyways. Cool deal. You got to run, no problem. Airlock Doc, thank you so much for your help, man. I appreciate that. With the navigation on this, that helps a ton. So I can kind of do stuff as the plane is flying itself. Y'all know I love to focus on chat. Right, I hope not. So are you're a WV medic? Yeah, you are. Okay, thank you so much. Yeah, I hope we don't need a medic either. Well, welcome in. Thank you for the first time chat. I hope you're enjoying the stream. I like to be a very engaging streamer. I love having fun, but most of all, I just love group flights and seeing parts of the world that I may not otherwise get to visit. Oh, good deal, medic. Cool. So were you one of the people that was on the flight sim event calendar that saw the flight on there? Okay, yeah, perfect. Okay, you answered my question as I was asking it. Good deal. Well, I appreciate it. I do this every Saturday, and I soon hope to do it on Thursdays as well. Most of the time I do fly the Cessna 172, but on today I decided to do something a little bit different, fly the KitFox that I haven't flown in a long time. Beautiful area here. Oh, nice. Thank you, medic. I've got a ways to go before I can retire. I'm 55. But if I had taken the job that I'm at now when they offered it to me, then I could be retired now. But we all have things we can look back on and that we wish we had changed, right? You retired at 53. See, I could have retired this year had I taken the job that I'm at now in the 90s. Yeah, with 30 years of service. So what did you do? I'm a teacher. And I could have retired with 28 years of service, or 30, 28 or 30, I can't remember, but too late for me now. Because I've only been doing this for 7 years. Oh, a paramedic. Oh, well, that makes sense, medic. That makes perfect sense. A shift commander, nice. There's Disco Stu. I missed you a minute ago. Oh, you were a pilot for a short time. Congratulations on that. In the 90s, I had just had the thought of becoming a pilot. Yeah, there we go. So in 1994, August 7th, actually, 1994, I went for my first Discovery flight. I wanted to get my PPL, but I got sick as a dog, really sick. The CFI told me that I would get over it and get used to it, but I just didn't know if I would. I wish I would have stuck with it because now I could have been a pilot for years. You soloed on August 14th. Dang. Congratulations. How crazy is that? And I remember it because my daughter was 1 year old. I don't know why I decided to do that on her first birthday, but I guess that was my birthday present for her to me. Something like that. See, now this airport that Kev is at right here, this is the airport I should have made for this flight since I'm in a bush plane, because it's a smaller airport rather than land at this big major airport in Portland. But at the time, I didn't know I was going to be flying the KitFox. I thought I was going to do the 172. But here we are. You got 3 daughters, the cost of raising them. Right, exactly. Yeah, I totally understand that. And back then, I actually could have done it. It was fairly reasonable. We only had 1 child. Yeah, I wish so many times I would have stuck with it, but now it's so expensive. There's no way I can do it. You were a flight medic on a King Air too? That's cool. All right, very soon I'm going to knock autopilot off and hand fly and then jump into the plane. Oh, Stavaris is on the ground too. Welcome in, Stavaris. So I'm going to the next airport and I'll fly into runway, I think it was 10 left. It runs parallel to the river. And from there, we'll head south to Eugene, Oregon. And I think it's just going to be a direct shot, isn't it? I don't have any side treks. No, it's just the direct to from Portland to Eugene. Hopefully we'll see some pretty weather though. Very thankful for nice weather for this flight today. I do see some clouds off in the distance. Nothing that's, a big deal. I do wish we had a few clouds in the sky, but it is early morning. Oh, Wind Dreamer. Is that Wind Dreamer? Yeah, Wind Dreamer. I love that username. If you're flying with us, welcome in. Thank you for flying. All right, autopilot off. I'm going to jump into the cockpit now. A little bit of big band music for you. Change things up just a touch. All right, I see the runway ahead. Now, this landing is going to be very embarrassing for me. It's been a long time, over a year, since I have landed the KitFox. Now, just to be full disclosure here, I did fly the KitFox just for a minute last night to get a couple screenshots, but I literally took off, crashed, took some screenshots, and just closed the sim. Got a Southwest Air flying in from Denver, it looks like. So it's been well over a year since I've landed a KitFox. I do know they've changed some dynamics where it's not as easy to tip forward and flip, but we'll see. Oh, co-pilot, I hope so. We will see. Right, Speedy? Exactly. Although we do have a medic here with us today, so hopefully I'll have some help.
Don't worry about the landing. If you can handle Mount St. Helens stories, this should be easy peasy. You've got this. The KitFox ain't ready for your smooth moves.
We'll see. We will see. All right, so there's the runway right there. It looks like I could have flown into any runway. There's literally no wind at all right now. Oh well. So I could have flown in right behind Quasar Core, but instead I'll fly into runway 10. Safety equipment is ready. Good. Okay, that's another reason I was flying into runway 10. Have time for all the safety equipment, fire trucks, spray some foam. All that good stuff. Capstick with a helicopter there. Probably a news helicopter today so you can record it. All right, just do a really quick. This plane doesn't take much area to land, so I'm not going to fly out as far as I typically would to get lined up. All right, let's do this.
Looks like you're all set for touchdown. Just don't forget to make those fire trucks earn their keep.
Okay, co-pilot, thank you. I will make sure that they earn their money. Coming in hot. No way I'm going to make the touchdown zone. I should have flown out a little bit further. It's okay. All right, I got full flaps. Powered it off. Oh, gosh. Shoot. Shoot, shoot, shoot. Well, at least I didn't flip it. Not the best landing, not the worst. Like I said, it's been a while since I've flown the KitFox. Sorry. Let me come over here to where everyone else is. Yeah, exactly. Never know with me. I have actually landed on the taxiway one time. And since I just recently took a pee break, I really don't need to take a pee break. So what we'll do is take back off here in just a minute. There we go. Where the sick bags, right? Right. We do need a sick bag for sure. Probably for me as well as anyone else. All right. So once we take back off, we're going to be flying a heading of, at least I didn't flip it, right? There's that. We'll be flying a heading of 182. 182 once we get up in the air. So it looks like everyone, Wind Dreamer is coming down. Everyone else is on the ground. Quasarcore's on the ground. Disco Stew's on the ground. Yeah, it looks like everybody's on the ground. Oh, wait, there's another KitFox. No, that's not a KitFox. Never mind. Yeah, totally not. Okay. All right, so we'll go ahead and get back up in the air. If y'all are ready, if y'all are ready, I will update. Oh yes, thank you. I appreciate you pointing that out. Give me just a minute because I do need to update that. That'll give that plane time to take off. And let's see, departure is going to be KPDX.
Well, that was an adventure in itself. Guess it's time for everyone to buckle up tight again as we head towards Eugene.
And destination will be KEUG. All right, and this one is a direct to. There we go. Perfect. All right, so if y'all are ready, you're loading in. Cool. Okay. Is this a warning? I mean, it can't be any worse than mine, right? All right, into the plane I go. I'm gonna just take off from the runway that I just landed in. So I just do a quick little spin around here. Oh, Paradox is in the KitFox. Nice. I wish I could say I was very skilled at short takeoffs and landings. I'm not. But again, it's been over a year since I've flown this aircraft. And let's go full speed. Here we go. Oh gosh. Not hitting right at the tower. And my base is there. My stick base was moving all over the place. I was tilting my base. Holy crap. That was a hot mess. Let's clear the runway and then we'll turn. All right, I'm going to set my altitude for now at 3,000 feet. And we'll
Looks
go
like
at
it's all systems go. Let's get this
autopilot.
bird back in the air.
Here we go. I probably should have cleared the runway a little ways before I turned, but thankfully this is not real life, right? What in the world is my plane doing? Hang on a minute. Is my flight plan that screwed up in this plane? Oh, that's right. We are supposed to fly up the river a little bit. I'm not sure what your flight plan's showing, but we are going to fly up the river and then follow it back down. I hope that showed up for you guys as for your flight plan as well. I am flying really fast too. I'm going to slow down some. There we go. All right. There we go. That's exactly what you don't want to hear the captain ask. Where the heck is my plane doing? Exactly right. But I forgot. I don't know why Navigraph didn't load it in the way that I had it built in the sim. But I had it set to where we're going to fly to right here. The river branches off and we're going to fly back this way, just following this ridge. Just because I wanted to fly the river. Hey, what's up, Nightwind Elf? How are you doing? Nightwind, you were asking, and by the way, Nightwind is a fellow streamer. Nightwind plays guitar on stream. Does a fantastic job. You can actually, I took 2.5 hours to cover 123. Yeah, I know. I got to speed up a little bit, probably. I had no, Nightwind Elf does song requests over on his channel, plays guitar, does a fantastic job. Let me give Nightwind Elf a shout out. And Nightwind, I did go ahead and get that AI bot that we were talking about, and you can actually give her a trial on 3 of your streams. I'm going to post the link right here. Just click that link and you get 3 streams for free, no obligation. And then if you do decide to get her, then you get a discount off your first month. Thank you so much, Muhammad Gamer. Thank you so much. Welcome in. How are you doing? Thank you for following. Good to see you. Hope you are well today. All right, so we should be turning here in just a minute. Excuse me. So Muhammad and anyone else who's watching, if you would like to fly along with us, feel free to. I do a little thing I call no rules, just flight. So fly what you want to, fly how you want to. We're on the Southeast Asia server, and closest airport is showing in the upper right hand corner there. There's Paradox, Quasarcore, Stavaris, West Virginia Medic, or WV. I'm assuming WV is West Virginia. My apologies. And several other Windreamer, Disco Stew. Kind of hard to see right now. There's so many usernames all jumbled there together. Kev Sim Corners here. I'm sure KPDX still here. Okay, cool. You see, I assumed that, and I shouldn't have assumed, but good deal. Beautiful area of the country, West Virginia is. Oh, Soxy, thank you so much for that reminder. I love that. So I'm all about, I love people and I love flying. And Kev Sim Corner, thank you for gifting a sub to Medic. How nice, man. I appreciate the heck out of that. That's 11 gift subs you've given to the channel. Thank you. So I know, y'all, I know that life is hard and we all struggle. But just understand and know that there is a other side of whatever you're going through. And that's what that message was about there. And I love that Soxy even mentioned that. So we're doing this thing. This is day one of what I call the Pacific Northwest Adventure flights. Today we flew from Seattle, Washington to Portland, Oregon, and now we're making our way to Eugene, Oregon, where we will stop for today. Next Saturday, we'll pick up in Eugene and fly south with the ultimate goal of landing in San Francisco. I do have several stream series already picked out. I've just got to work on building the flight plans and getting them put out there. Oh, that's right, Super Typhon. I've got to think about that. Do I want to stream during Expo? Shoot, that's going to be a tough one there. I've got to look into that, Super Typhon. Thank you for that reminder, actually. But on, hopefully, fingers crossed, this coming Friday, we will fly the final flight of the Oregon Trail on Friday afternoon. Now, afternoon, I'm Eastern Standard Time, Eastern Daylight Time, whatever you want to call it, because I live in South Carolina in the United States. And then on Thursdays, I do stream on Thursday mornings. Right now, I'm streaming a game called Stray. But after that, I'll probably stream Flight Sim 2 days a week then, both on Thursday mornings and on Saturday mornings, just because I really miss flying. Yeah, Stray the Cat game. That's it, Hoban. I do that on Thursday morning, same time, same starting time as today. I've got to be getting close to the end.
Northwest Adventure sounds like it's gonna be legendary. Ready for takeoff next Saturday.
Yeah, Soxy. Yeah, I should be getting close-ish to the end. But yeah, I'm enjoying it. That's my type. Besides Flight Sim, I really enjoy that type of game, like a puzzle kind of platforming type game. Yeah, feel free to jump on in Thursday too. I actually started out as a variety streamer. I haven't always been a flight simmer. In fact, I had not even heard of Microsoft Flight Simulator until about a year into my streaming journey. And then I watched another streamer play it and just fell in love with it because I've always had a love for flying. And this is where I've been ever since, until about a month ago. Kev, I've actually got American Truck Sim. I bought it. Man, it wasn't long after I became a flight simmer. I did buy Truck Sim, American Truck Simulator.
About time we heard your origin story, Captain. Flying Truck Sim Ultimate Combo.
Splasher, how's it going, man? How in the world are you? But I was just afraid if I start playing American Truck Sim that I'm going to have all the stuff for that. Shifter, steering wheel, and all that. And I just cannot invest in a whole nother new setup. So I'm going to stick with what I got now. Splasher6, good friend of the community, also a streamer. Got to meet Splasher. And if y'all remember last year at Expo, Captain Arash and I, we were in a A320 simulator. Like, the cockpit looked totally real. It wasn't a motion simulator, but it was incredible. Splasher6 was who videoed that for us. So let me give Splasher a shout out. Good to see you, Splasher. Oh my gosh, Nightwind, y'all stop tempting me. I'm very happy doing flight sim. Yeah, so Splasher got to be the cameraman for that. And it was quite interesting. We didn't get to land. We had to do a go around, and you only had 20 minutes in the sim. So we never got to land it. Oh, cool. Thank you, Nova Stuff. Welcome in. Nova Stuff, another friend of the community. And Nova Stuff was the voice of my Hawaiian tour a while back. So welcome in, Nova Stuff. Good to see you. And during the Hawaiian tour, Capustic also gave us some really interesting input as well along the way. Yeah, Splasher, I'm going to miss you and everyone else too. It just did not work out for me this year, but you know, it's kind of like I was talking with Complete Freedom on his channel last night. You know, it's been, until about a month ago, it had been almost a year since I had streamed. And I'm trying to do better with my finances as well. So anyways,
Nightwindle
maybe next year.
Farming sim cockpit. Imagine plowing fields with mismatched sock.
That's it, Soxy. Yes. Plowing field mismatched sock stream. That's the ticket right there, dear. So, co-pilot, who are you dating right now? Yeah, this is true, Nightwind Elf. I'm just curious if co-pilot is seeing anybody, dating anybody right now. So my wife doesn't get jealous, you know. So I am flying at 100 knots right now, just a little bit faster. There's Capastick in the helicopter. Medic down there, Stavaris. Quasarcore, Paradox. Swinging on around. We got Disco Stew, Hoban. Nova Stuff is loading in. Oh, wait. There's, Wind Dreamer. Thank y'all for flying along. This is what I do. I love group flights. So for now, we're following the river, but eventually the flight plan should take us on a direct to. For some reason, Navigraph didn't import my plan correctly. Oh, I know why. I'm pretty sure I know why. I had redone it in the sim, and I don't think I ever changed it in Navigraph. Anyways, it's okay. So right now we're flying IFR, I follow rivers. Thank you, Soxy. I mean, just throwing that out there in case, you know. Okay, so another thing. Y'all know that I do have an alternate ego on Twitch called Maddie Ferks, who always is barefoot. His slogan is no flight, just rules. And he just sits on the ground and does not fly and never talks to Chad. Yes, we're pulling a planet neutral today, Stavaris. So, shoot, I forgot where I was going with that.
LOL, Captain. The only thing I'm dating right now are my mismatched socks, but good to hear you're doing better with your finances. Flying at 100
Oh, that's right.
knots.
Yeah.
That's
So, Maddie
faster than
Ferks.
my mismatched socks
So
can
I
run
thought
away
about
from laundry
naming.
day.
Yes, Maddie Ferks has a full head of hair. Yes. So, yeah, Open, exactly. So I thought about making Maddie Ferks my AI bot. And I actually do have Maddie Ferks as a possible for the AI bot, but I kind of like Soxy instead of Maddie Ferks. But if you look on Twitch, there is a Maddie Ferks profile, and the icon, the avatar for Maddie Ferks is my icon reversed. There we go. So that's the there's my alternate egos. Wait a minute. Twitch profile. Sheesh. What the heck? So maybe, no promises. Maybe between now and next stream, if y'all are up for it, I'll make some, excuse me, some camp out sceneries. And instead of landing at some of the major airports, we'll land at some smaller airports,
Captain.
or maybe
Maybe Maddie can lend me some hair too. These mismatched socks need something fancy up top.
Maybe some bush strips or something. I haven't even looked at camp out in a while. I wonder what they've added. Oh man, lots of new stuff since the last time I was in it. Holy crap. Oh, they got dogs. I wonder if I could talk Edson into making my dog a profile on here. Nice, there's Nacho. I actually met Nacho in person. That's cool. Okay, never mind. I'm sorry. I'm getting distracted. I met Nacho at Flight Sim Expo last year, and actually dropped Nacho. Sure did. Soxy, how you spelt Maddie Ferks is so funny. All right, I'm going to go refill my water again. Get rid of some water, refill my water. Hit those F's in chat. I will be right back.
Switching profiles. Does Maddie Fergs do campfires too? Bet he can roast marshmallows better than flying.
Yeah, I like how Soxy calls my alternate ego Maddie Fergs. Oh, goodness. Wow. Got a lot of folks flying along today. Nova Stuff, is that you right there? Two people formation flying with me. Good deal. I'm gonna jump in the drone. Yeah, that was Nova Stuff. Cool. I can get just about everybody. In a screenshot, I think, doing it this way. So I jump in the drone cam really quick. Just to see if I can get behind everybody and get a forward shot of everybody flying along with us. There's Paradox in the KitFox. So I got frustrated with waiting on Orbix to push through the update to the KitFox, and just uninstalled the KitFox and the KitFox updater, and just went to Parallel 42's website last night and rebought the KitFox just because I love it so much and I wanted to fly it on this series today with the new liveries and the updates because, man, I love that plane. Oh, you did the same thing, Paradox? Did you really? Wow. So I sent it to, I asked Edson why it wasn't updated, and he said, man, it's an Orbix thing. Yeah, so I messaged Edson with a screenshot of the livery I'm flying and said, man, I just couldn't wait. My drone is flying super slow. I need to speed it up, but it's okay. All right, Soxy. So what's your favorite livery? Yeah, it is. And Paradox, the only reason I bought it from Parallel 42 back then was at the time, I mean, from Orbix back then, was because as far as I know, that was the only place that you could get the KitFox at that time was through Orbix. But yes, I always buy from the developer because any of these stores like Orbix, they take a cut from the dev, and I'd rather support the dev directly and them get all the cut than, just a percent. Yeah, but I think when the KitFox first came out, the only place you could get it was Orbix.
If you catch me mid-flight doing barrel rolls, blame it on my mismatched sock.
Yeah, I know I can speed my drone up, but it's okay. Oh, nice. I was wondering what livery you were flying. Yeah, they've got some really cool new liveries. The one I'm flying is my favorite, and then the other one, it's kind of like, I think he said it's a throwback to Saved by the Bell. The color scheme is, and it's pretty awesome too. All right, let's get the drone back to my plane. There I am. So this is my favorite of the new liveries right now anyways. I'm sure that my tastes will change. But for now, I really, really like this one. Yeah, that's what I'm flying. Yep. I'm flying the analog. Just because I like analog gauges. It's just how I am. But now, do they have smoke? I haven't researched that. I thought that I saw a post that they had smoke now, but that may just be Trent Palmer saying that he added smoke, maybe is what I saw. I don't see a smoke button on here. Oh, wait, I could look at the notepad, right? Light up a cigar and stick it out the window. Exactly. That would work, right? Nice. Soxy, they actually have a couple that are based off of TV shows, but it's a really cool livery. I know y'all think I'm probably weird talking to an AI bot, but she actually learns things. Of course, that's the way AI is. It learns as she listens, or as it listens. Oh, I would love to fly by barbecue, fly through barbecue fog. That sounds like something I would really enjoy, actually. I know, right? Exactly. That did make no sense at all.
Analog vibes all the way, smoke or no smoke, as long as we're not flying through barbecue fog.
And I'm thinking about, if you've been in the stream for a while, last year or the year before that, I didn't use the green screen as much. I actually had some bar lights on the wall behind me that y'all could control through chat. But I had a couple of the lights burn out, but I've got that back working. And I'm thinking about doing that again. 2 years, wow, man. Almost 2.5 years. That's wild. Yes, exactly, Soxy. You do. You soak up a lot of info. And you're slowly learning things. Yes. Now, only if I tell it to. So, not if I tell it to. There's a website that I have to have open, and then she will listen. Other than that, no. Silver Spell, thank you so much for the raid. Welcome back in. Good to see you, Silver Spell and Raiders. Thank you so much, Silver Spell. Silver Spell, as many of y'all know, is a good longtime friend of the community. Does variety gaming over on their channel. Usually something scary. So if you came in on the raid from Silver Spell and you don't already know me, I am Scruffy Tam. I'm a longtime gamer. I was started out being a variety streamer in September of 2020, and then in September of 2021 I went to flight simming. But Sonic Frontiers tonight, so not scary. Okay, cool. But I love Silver Spell, love the channel, and got an awesome community as well. Let me give Silver Spell a shout out. Thank you so much for coming in. On Thursday mornings, I do stream a game called Stray for now. Until I'm done with it, then I'm probably am going back to Flight Sim full time. But thank you so much for that raid, Silver Spell. How was your stream? Hope it was good. Welcome in, everybody. We are flying in Oregon right now. It's a state in the United States. So Silver Spell is from Australia. It's really late for you, isn't it, Silver Spell? I have a viewer and someone that was flying along who lives in Australia. Oh, nice. Yeah, 1:40 in the morning. Holy crap, Silver. My grandson is like that. He's working through. Yes, I understand. He's working through Tears of the Kingdom now, and the one prior to that, Breath of the Wild, and he keeps on asking me stuff. Like, I don't remember Opal Dino. But yeah, it always helps to play what they play. I understand. But yes, get you some rest. Thank you so much for the raid. I appreciate you. Sleep well, my friend. I totally understand. Oh, thank you, Silver Spell. Have a lovely sleep, my friend. Thank you again for the raid and trusting your viewers with me. I appreciate that. All right, looks like we can fly straight in once we get to Eugene. I'm going to fly into runway 16R. No, excuse me. 16L, I think is right. Let me double check that. It's the shorter of the two runways. Yeah, 16 Lima, 16 left. There. All right, looks like we got 39 nautical miles to go. I love this overlay because it does tell us how much further we have to go, so that's good to know. So around another 40 or so minutes, we'll get there. Hey, Humber, welcome in. Yes, you know what? One day I will do that, Humber. I've actually got a series of flying European castles. I'm not sure where that lies within that, but yes, I just took a picture of it, so I'll take a look at that. Welcome in, Humber. I actually flew in the Alps before, though. We actually flew to that really hard airport. I can't remember the name of it. And like always on Saturdays, after stream, my wife would be getting off work soon, and then she likes to go shopping. So we're actually going to be gone on vacation the week of July the 4th. And I need to buy some more shorts because all of my shorts are huge. Oh, Paradox, you got to go? No problem at all, man. Thank you for hanging out. Thank you for flying. Have a great rest of your day, and I will definitely have fun. Thank you. So there's a place in Tennessee called, oh, good night. It just left me. It's a water park. I can't think of the name of it, but we're taking our grandkids there. It's like a big indoor water park and resort area. Really nice place. It's more for kids, but I mean, we love doing stuff with our grands, so that's what we're doing this year. Well, that's it. Wilderness at the Smokies. Sheesh. I don't know why it just left me. When I stream, I'm so focused on streaming and everything that I totally forget things sometimes. But yeah, it's called Wilderness at the Smokies. I may go for a walk after stream before she gets home. Burn some calories. Yeah. I can't remember what that series was in the Alps, Kev, but it was really beautiful. I do know that I did the challenge of that airport that's really hard. I can't remember the name of it. Maybe it was Courchevel Airport. I think it was Courchevel, but there's another name for it too. Ian Fisher, welcome in. Good afternoon to you, my friend. Ian Fisher, a fellow flight sim streamer, also got to catch a couple of his streams this week. Was flying yesterday with some friends. Good to see you, my friend. I hope you're well.
That water park trip sounds super cool. Bet your grandkids are gonna have a blast.
Oh yeah, Soxy, they will. I'm not sure. Is Oz still flying? I thought maybe Oz had went to bed because it's so late, Captain Stick, but he's still flying. Give Ian a shout out. There you go, Ian. Oh, Oz is still here. Oz, I don't know where. Are you really high up? That's really weird. I just assumed you had went to bed because I know it's really late for you. Because I didn't see your nameplate. That's strange. I don't know what's up with that. So how's your PC doing? And I know it's hard to type and fly, so you don't have to. 2,000 feet, a bit ahead of me. Wow. So you're flying at just about the same level I am. I don't understand why it's not showing you. That is really strange. I was just cycling through nameplates on and off just to see, but PC is good, still work to do, configuring all the settings. Yep, I totally understand, Oz. You'll be configuring settings for a long time. Right, yes. But still, on PC, it just seems so, in my opinion, it's so much better than on Xbox. He might have a high ping, so someone else with a lower ping. Okay. So once we approach, as we're approaching Eugene, Oregon, there will be two runways, a left runway and a right runway. And we'll be flying directly into the left runway. Hopefully not into the runway, but on the runway. I just noticed this one doesn't have the option of the tail wheel, does it? I mean, not the tail wheel, the one wheel. Oh, it does. Okay, one wheel and engine cover. Okay. There it is. Okay. How are we looking fuel wise? Oh, plenty of fuel. Okay, good deal. There's Nova stuff ahead. Capistic Quasarcore. Yeah, Oz, you'll find that there's always something new, something that you can change. In fact, probably later on today, I'm going to update my audio mixer to the latest update. Oh, this is 21 Pilots, the Isle of Flightless Birds. So some of y'all have probably heard of 21 Pilots. A lot of the music I listen to is indie bands, but 21 Pilots, they're not mainstream, but they're not unheard of either. But it's the name of the song is Isle of Flightless Birds, one of their older songs. Oh, thank you. Yeah. Check them out. 21 Pilots. I love their sound. Right, exactly, Soxy. Don't fly into the runway. Fly onto the runway. Right. Thank you for that clarification.
Flying directly into the left runway. Sounds like a solid plan. Let's make sure not to go nosediving though.
Right. So I have a very diverse taste in music. I like all styles of music. Probably my two least favorites is country music and then just classical music. Not that I don't like them, they're just my least favorites, but I enjoy all different styles of music. But I have a very strong appreciation for big band and Louisiana jazz, New Orleans jazz. Lima Kilo Mike, what's happening, man? How are you doing? I just was talking about you last night. I had someone, right? Yeah, Bocelli, I like it all. Floydian. Oh, are you really? Nice. Lima Kilo Mike. So I was in a streamer's channel last night and they were asking how I got this, the closest airport to show up here. So I directed him to your .to script. Oh no. What happened, Nightwind, that you couldn't go? But how are you, Lima Kilo Mike? It's really, really good to see you. Hope things are good for you. Yes. Oh, man, I still love it. People suck, you change your mind. I understand. And see, here's another style of music. I enjoy, this is NF. Y'all probably heard of NF too. He's fairly mainstream. Yeah. So I like it all. And that's what you'll hear on my channel. It's a good mix of all sorts of stuff. Oh, festival people in general are pretty terrible. Oh, that sounds good, Lima Kilo. We actually were talking about barbecue just a little while ago. Oh, I am fantastic, man. Doing well. Just flying the KitFox for the first time in over a year today. Love the new update they did. This is probably my favorite livery of all of them. I call it a paint splash, but it's really not a paint splash. I don't know what to call this. It looks like a paint fling pattern, like someone flung paint all over it. But I love it. And I'm going to fly in cockpit now for the rest of the flight, unless just to jump out and show the livery. Hey, Iowa Scotsman, how are you doing? Welcome in also. Happy Saturday morning to you. Iowa Scotsman, another flight sim streamer friend of the community. Good to see you, my friend. KTA, hey man, how you doing, bye? Good to see you. Man, everyone jumping in here. Let me give Iowa Scotsman a shout out. KTH, I hope you're well this morning. Happy Saturday. There's a shout out for Iowa Scotsman. There we go. It's pronounced K, thank you. Yeah, I wasn't sure what to say. Some usernames I struggle with. Some I'm pretty good at, but yeah, I wasn't sure about that one. But yeah, thank you. Hope you're well. Good deal. Well, thank you that I can call you K. That makes it a lot easier. All right, we are, 12 nautical miles out. Oh, you're welcome for the shout out, Iowa Scotsman. You're welcome. So, co-pilot, can you make sure everybody is prepared for this landing, please? And we are still good to fly directly into runway 16L. All right, I'm going to knock autopilot off and we will hand fly the rest of the way in today. Hey, Gasper, how are you doing? Yeah, this is the last stop. I start early on Saturday mornings now, unfortunately. Sorry about that. But good to see you, Gasper. Hope you're doing well. Muhammad Gamer, welcome in. Oh, wow. That was a follow from a while back. Soxy, you were really late on the welcomes for follows. Good sheesh. So I'm just getting lined up for the runway here. Gasper, I hope things are well for you. You doing okay? Doing good? No problem at all, man. Glad to hear you're doing good. So, Soxy co-pilot, can you get everyone ready for final approach, please?
Lord of Socks, when you turning off autopilot. Ready for some hand flying action.
We are hand flying right now, Soxy. All right, looks like there's a highway right there where Quasar is. I just need to be to the left of that highway to fly straight into runway 16. So we'll head over that direction. Gasper, thank you for the resub. I appreciate that with the Prime sub too. What? Thank you very much. Welcome in. I appreciate that. That 15 months, that's pretty crazy too, because I had not streamed for almost a year. And I really do appreciate everyone's support. How well you welcomed me back. I was really nervous about coming back. Oh, nice. Thank you. I appreciate the heck out of that. Okay. Actually, it's to the right of this road. My bad. The runway is just to the right, parallel with this road.
Nervous?
Sheesh, a little bit.
Yes.
First time.
No, I've been nervous lots of times.
Yeah. Definitely not my first time. So this is another song by 21 Pilots right here. If I'm not mistaken, this song was played on what's the movie that's got the crazy it's like superheroes, but they're not superheroes. They were all a bunch of prisoners, and one of them's got the blonde woman with the bat. I just can't think while I'm streaming. Can't remember the name of the movie, but I'm pretty sure this song was in that movie. Suicide Squad, that's it, yeah. I'm pretty sure this song was in that movie, Suicide Squad. Thank you, Nightwind. And what was the name of the blonde? I can't remember that either. My mind, I just lose my mind about everything but flight simming, and most of the time, well, flight simming too, while I'm streaming. No, but what was the name of the character, though? I can't remember the name of the character she played. That's it, Harley Quinn. There you go. Thank you. I am coming in really fast. That was better than my last landing. Much better than my last landing was. I'll take that all day long. Okay, let me taxi on up to the terminal. External view, please. There we go. Yeah, definitely, man. Definitely. Yeah, I think that was a fairly decent landing. I don't know. I didn't catch what my landing rate was, but I'll take that. Yeah, exactly, Kev. Yeah, now that I'm back streaming on a regular basis, my airline, Parasox Air, Of all the virtual airlines in FS Hub, we're ranked 20 right now, but we're close to 19. So the more I can stream and more we can fly, the higher ranked it'll be. So if you're interested in being a Parasox Air pilot, of course, you don't have to, no requirement. Type in exclamation PSA for more information about that. We got some really nice routes you can fly, some achievements you can make thanks to Uncle B's Sim channel, and some I put in there as well. Yeah, I think I'll just come over here to where Hoban and Medics are, as my rudder pedals are sliding all over the floor. DCM, how you doing, man? Good to see you. Thank you for that fart and run. Good to see you. Hope you're well. There we go. Hey, I really, while I'm taxiing here to the grass area right here. Yeah, take care, Bocelli. Thank you so much for being here. And Bocelli, thank you so much for that song. I don't know if you heard me, but I listened to it a little while ago. Love it. Pretty awesome. I'll have to play around with that myself. If you think about it, can you whisper me where you did that at? That's pretty awesome. A little bit more forward. Come on, Scruff. You can do it. There we go. So we're right here. There we go. I'm gonna hit the park brake. Hopefully the park brake is on. I'm not rolling. Okay, that's a good thing. So, as we're waiting on everyone to land, I want to thank everybody that participated in stream today. Because without you guys, stream can be awfully boring. There's Oz Nomad now finally showing up. I don't know why you didn't show up before, Oz. That's so weird. Okay, here comes Stavaris, so we'll wait on Stavaris. It is, yeah, it's really nice. So Gasper the Friendly Fart, thank you so much for the Prime resub. I appreciate that a ton. Silver Spell, thank you for the raid. Kev Sim Corner gifted a sub to Medic. Kev, thank you for gifting a sub to Medic. Muhammad Gamer, thank you for the follow. Cool Boy 26008, thank you for the follow. Your Barbara Papa, who is one of the developers of the AI bot that I use, thank you for the follow. He's also a flight sim streamer. And then Kev also gifted a sub to JPM Navigator. Oz, thank you for the 1 biddy. And that wraps it up for today. Oh, that's okay. So it's just the way that viewers support streamers by subscribing, but don't worry, it won't automatically cost you anything to resub, so you don't have to. It's all good. It's all good. Thank you. It just gives you a sock, actually. I was gonna do a screenshot. There we go. Yes, nice. I like how it's kind of flat here, but as you look around, there's mountains everywhere. Oh, you're welcome, Medic, and I hope I'll see you again. I'll be back on next Saturday for the same thing. All right, here comes Stavaris. We'll wait on Stavaris, and then I'll get another screenshot. So y'all hang tight just a minute, if you don't mind. So would y'all like to see all the other liveries that the KitFox has? Okay, thank you so much, Bocelli. Take care, man. Thank you for being here. Oh, here's some old school. Who knows who this is? Thank you, Gasper. All right. Actually, I just looked at the time. I do need to be running. So I do need to head out. Stavaris, I'm sorry. I'm gonna head out. Y'all, thank you so much for being here. I'll be back next Saturday. Let's see who we're gonna raid while we're waiting. Let's do Planet Neutral. Good night, Oz. Thank you for flying along. It's really, really good to see you. All right, so we'll raid Planet Neutral today. Oh, you can barely hear it. I'm sorry.
Hey, settle down.
Medic, thank you for the follow.
What the scallop? I'm a goofy goober.
Medic, thank you so much for that. I appreciate that. Thank you for the follow. So raid messages, if you are a sub of the channel, copy and paste it. Oops, copy and, yeah, there you go, Nightwind. Copy and paste this once you get over there to Planet Neutral's channel. If you're not a sub of the channel, I always say this. Subs are always appreciated, never expected. So here's your, there you go. There's your message. And now that we've got Nova Stuff and Stavaris on the ground, let me get another quick. And Nova Stuff's back up in the air. Shoot. Well, so much for the screenshot. It's okay. All right, let's raid. Thank you, everybody. Oh, thank you, Medic. I love to talk. I really do. And I try to think of something to talk about throughout the whole 3 hours or however long I stream. Thank you. Hope to see everyone next time. In the meantime, there we go. Cool. In the meantime, I wish you safe landings, happy flying, no turbulence, and take care, everybody. Let's get this